The reason I wrote this book is because every dental practice owner, every client I spoke with had pretty much the same questions and the same confusions in the subject of advertising, public relations, and promotion. So I took all those questions, I took everything, and I simplified it and distilled it down into a codified system that was really easy to understand. So I'm going to dig into every part of this book over the next few weeks, but what I wanted to go into tonight was this section, which is 5 reasons advertising fails. Now, I'm skipping a little bit because there's a codified system that I explained earlier in this book that you can find a video of down below, and it's the video that refers to VPF Marketing, which you should understand. You'll understand the context of this better once you watch that video. But let me dive right into this. So, all unsuccessful advertising can be traced back to incorrect demographic target market, putting promotion in front of the wrong eyes. This falls under the visibility point. This falls under the visibility in VPF marketing. When we put a promotion in front of the wrong eyes, for example, let's say that you're at a gym and you own an ice cream shop, and the gym is for people that are trying to maybe health-wise lose some body weight or get toned or whatever. And generally speaking, a lot of these folks might be on specialized diets and things like that. So you invest a ton and you put your ice cream and promote it in every gym in the United States. Like, why aren't we getting as much business as we should be? Well, because you're putting your advertising in front of the wrong people. It's as simple as that. Doesn't mean you're not going to get some business from it. You're not optimizing, you're not maximizing the efficiency of your marketing. Okay? So number 2, not proper or parallel representation. This is P of VPF marketing. This would be a presentation error. So again, using the ice cream example, let's say that the ice cream let's say you put it in all the children's museums. You put your ice cream sign somewhere in a children's museum, and then the kids see the sign and the parents see the sign and go, oh, we can go get ice cream. That fits a little bit better, right? So now let's say that the promotional piece of this sign shows like ice cream that's like falling off the cone, or it's kind of like the picture of the place looks tattered. It doesn't look like a family-friendly place. Something's weird about the photo. In other words, the image is not parallel with the quality and the level of service and the quality of the ice cream. So let's say it's really, really amazing ice cream, but then you see a sign. This sign, again, it shows a tattered picture of the practice. It shows melted ice cream dripping down onto the floor in a photo. Something goofy that just completely doesn't fit, okay? So that's a presentation, right? You're presenting the way you look incorrectly. And this ice cream example is a very basic example that there's so many examples I can go into specifically in relation to dental practices, and I'm going to get into more of those, but I'm just using this right now for analogy purposes. So, number 3, insufficient visibility, quantity of exposure. So V is visibility, okay, in VPF marketing. So this example would mean that you're just not getting your promotion in front of enough people. So if you're a dental practice or you're the ice cream shop, and you have everything else great. You have great photography, you have a great advertisement, it communicates clearly, it impinges on those people you're trying to sell ice cream to, but you're just not getting it enough. So let's say you put it in 5 local places where people are likely to want to have ice cream, okay, the sign. But there's like 500 places you could technically have it in the town that it should be in. So your visibility is low, okay? And you get more visibility, you get more business. It's as simple as that. If you've ever sent out a postcard campaign, or if you rank high in Google, that's high visibility. That's where people can find you easily. That's, visibility point. So in a couple of these other examples, we go back into the P and the F, the presentation point, and then we're going to do F, okay? So number 4, misalignment of message and communication to target market. Again, so back to that presentation point. This is unique. If the message and communication between the artistic elements of the advertisement, and artistic can be as simple as the way words are arranged, to the style of the font, to the colors, and all of that have to do with this presentation point. But misalignment of message. A good example that fits into this misalignment is there was a veterinary, when I was speaking at a conference one time, and there was veterinary practice owners that were there, and they asked a question, and the question was, the name of our practice is Community Animal Center. And my immediate thought was, this is an identity problem. This is a presentation problem in terms of what you're communicating to public. Because when I asked 5 people, what comes to mind when I said Community Veterinary Center? And the first thoughts were, oh, it sounds like a nonprofit or something that might be free. So you have to think about these things. Consumers, they see a word, they see a phrase, they see a symbol, an image, whatever it is, a color. There's a reaction and a response in a specific majority of those public. So you have to have your presentation correct. Your message has to align, it has to be clear. And of course, you have to be communicating that message to the intended audience. Okay? Number 5, failed or inadequate methods of inbound reach for service, inquiry, or purchase. This falls into function. Okay? This specifically, the F, relates to more modern advertising and promotion when we talk about digital age. Okay? When it comes to function, we have to think about how a consumer interacts with your product or service. So, as a dental practice or an ice cream shop, let's go back to the ice cream example because everybody loves ice cream. Let's say that the ice cream billboards or posters that people are seeing around the town that are everywhere, let's assume they're all over, they have a code on them that you can scan with your phone to get a coupon. Or you could text a number to receive a coupon. Or you could text a number and put in your ice cream order. Or go to a link that's on the ad, a simple link, type it in on your browser, on your phone, put in your order, pay, or get a coupon, or whatever. These are all functional points. These are things that make life simple for consumers. They make things fast and easy. And in the speed that we all operate today, especially when you have kids and all that, and you go to the ice cream shop and you got 15 people waiting in line, you're like, oh, great, now we need to wait in line. Get your order. If your order is already in, you just show up and you say, hey, I've got a number on my phone. And they go, oh, boom, you're done. Your order's right here. It's sitting on the counter. You grab it and walk away. This is like the simple things we have to think about. We have to think how we can speed up delivery of everything. Amazon is one of the best examples of function. Their presentation, the way they present everything, the way you can look at images, the way you can read reviews, the way you can find things and add things to your cart and all the different functions, is really just set up really well. That's why so many people use it, because it's so easy and it makes life simple. The principles of VPF marketing are unlimited. This visibility, presentation, function, these are the key elements of any successful, Amazon, Apple, Walmart, Costco, all the major companies that are selling online every day, they are applying this technology. Anyone who's trying to succeed on the internet has to think with these things. And if each one of them is correct for that business, because not every business is equal. If you have a favorite band, for example, and you go to their website, generally speaking, it's going to have really fancy photography and neat colors and music in the background. And sometimes there's all kinds of neat things going on, neat art and all kinds of cool stuff. That's suitable for a band. That's great presentation for a band. Now, if it was a dental office and I'm out searching for a dental office for my family, and I jump on a website that's just design everywhere and music going and like so much stuff, and I'm just like, all I want to do is I want to know who the doctor is. I just want to know, can I book it? Can I call and book an appointment? What are your hours? Where are you located? Okay, so we have to think of the differences and how they apply to the consumer, because that's the whole point. My job is to make sure that we stream the flow of new public reaching to you, giving them what they need and want, making them happy so they feel confident to call you and speak to your front desk and request their first appointment, okay? If you want to get the right result, you have to do the right actions. All unsuccessful advertising can be traced back to these 5 points that I listed out here. Jason Wydro here with Golden Dental Marketing. Thank you for watching. You have a great night.